Hey guys, this week vlog is all about home decor and indoor plants. It was a foggy day. Balcony la door thorandu paatha onnume theriyala. School office ne ellariyum anupitte I started working on my plants at home. My home decor is mostly centered around my plants and my paintings. I love plants. It probably started with my mom. ஒரு சைக்கிளை வீட்டில் விட்டுட்டு வந்தால் கூட எங்கள் அம்மா அதை பிளான்ட் ஸ்டாண்டாக மாற்றிடுவாங்க. This is my son's cycle which I left at home before I moved to Canada. So once I moved here, I wanted to buy plants. But initially I struggled a lot because I didn't know what to buy because of the long winters and there is hardly any direct sunlight during those periods. Over a period of year, I have learned what works for me. So I generally do not have much flowering plants and I love the lush greenness that these plants add to my home. Some of these plants had to be repotted and in our last week IKEA trip, adellame idukkaga thane. I choose my pots based on the color of my plants. So if they are bright and colorful plants, I generally go with a dark pot and I go for white pots if it's the other way around. Nowadays I'm moving more and more towards these ceramic planters because konja pricey ah irundhalum paakradhukku rombave alaga irukum. They add a great class to your house. இப்படி கலர் கான்ட்ராஸ்ட் பார்த்து ஒவ்வொரு பிளான்ட்டாக எடுத்து மாற்றி வச்சுக்கிட்டே இருந்தேன். நான் எவ்வளோ நேரம் வேணாலும் இந்த வேலையை பார்ப்பேன். என் ஹஸ்பண்ட் அதான் கேட்பார், தினம் உனக்கு எப்படி அவ்வளோ வேலை இருக்குது இந்த பிளான்ஸ் கிட்டன்னு. This is a stand for plants that I got from Amazon and I absolutely love it. I rearrange them based on sunlight and the color combination and stuffs like that. அதுக்குள்ளே பசிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிடுச்சு. So I decided to make a quick lunch for myself. So I made something with brinjal and dal and it tasted absolutely delicious. செம்ம வாசனையாக இருந்துச்சு. சரின்னு குவிக்காக லஞ்ச் முடிச்சுட்டு back to work. So this is my money tree. This was the only plant that I lost here. Last week IKEA போயிட்டு வந்தப்போ ஒரு புது செடி வாங்கிட்டு வந்திருந்தேன். So I had to replant it. So any tall individual plant like this, whether it is money tree or monstera, they actually look great in your house. It adds a very unique touch. I had a few of these river stones lying around in the house, so I used them to line my pots. I personally like this and I try to do it as often as possible. And when you have individual pots like this, try to use a stand so that it looks a little higher and it kind of elevates the look. This is the most important place for plants in my house. It's like my personal nursery. Anyone who needs extra attention is always here. குளிர்ன்றதுனால ஹீட்டர் எப்போவுமே ஓடிட்டுருக்கோம், அதனால திங்ஸ் டென் டு ட்ரை ஃபாஸ்டர். ஸோ யூ ஹாவ் டு ஸ்ப்ரே தம் வித் வாட்டர் ஆஸ் ஆஃபன் அஸ் பாசிபிள். ஸோ இங்கே இருந்தால் எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் ஈஸியாக இருக்கும், அதனால தான். So any plant that I'm propagating are usually here. So this is one of the money plants. They have got roots and another plant here. This is my favorite spider plant and she's my favorite money plant. I propagate them in steps, so I move them into smaller containers and once they get roots, I move them into these cute bowls. And என் வீட்டில் எங்கே பார்த்தாலும் இந்த spider plant இருக்கும். My room, my bedroom, everywhere. Home decor for me is more about finding beautiful things that are essential for your house. So even this pitcher, which I use for watering my plants, so instead of buying a plastic one, I found this one and I bought it. செடிக்கு சும்மா தண்ணி ஊற்றினா கூட it makes me happy because it's with something that I actually like. So what I try to do is whatever is the things that I'm trying to buy for the house, I try to make it as beautiful as possible so that it makes my house look more and more elegant. And every time I use it, it gives me a sense of happiness. So this is my life with plants and that's it for the video. Have a good day, guys.